ஹலோ
ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணால் வலிக்காது உங்களுக்கு? ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணாலும் வலிக்காது.
ஹலோ ஹலோ ஹலோ
Sir,
நல்லா
guess
பேசிட்டாங்க.
ஓவர் ப்ரெஷர் கொடுக்குறேன்னு வச்சுக்கேன் சில இடத்துல
ஒன்றும் கேட்கலையா?
கொடுக்க கிராக் ஆகும்.
needs to be done. These are the words of Alan Turing, the pioneering mind behind modern computing. A very happy morning to everyone. It is my privilege to welcome you all to the IEEE Second International Conference on Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communication, a gathering where bytes and algorithms intersect and where innovation finds resonance in the symphony of computational intelligence and communication. Today, we stand at the precipice of boundless possibilities, where computational intelligence intertwines with the evolution of communication technologies. It's within this convergence that breakthroughs are forged, where data not only speaks but transforms, where machines not only calculate but comprehend, and where communication transcends barriers, uniting a global network of minds. I invite you all to join in this exploration, where the pulse of innovation beats in rhythm with the strides of technology. Before we begin, as a way of setting a melodious tone to this event, I request you all to rise for the invocation. Leadership is the capacity to transform vision into reality, and a true leader is the one who inspires others to learn more, dream more, do more, and become more, guiding us towards a future of innovation and growth. I now request Dr. V. Swaminathan, Professor and Head, Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Puducherry Technological University, to deliver the welcome address. Sir, please.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor of Puducherry Technological University, guest of honors, distinguished guest of honors, Professor Dr. R. David Ovipillai sir, Professor Dr. S. Shabilan sir, Professor Dr. K. Purkumaran sir, and Dr. K. Gunavan Vittaksana sir, our beloved academic sir, the conference guests, Professor Sudha Madam, Professor Yanathan Sudha Madam, and Professor Abdul Madam, and Mr. Navin Kumar Pora, respected senior professors, head of the departments, respected faculty members, staff, scholars, students, invited guests, participants who are attending in this auditorium, as well as who are online, the supporting staff, members of the press and media, a very good morning, one and all. On behalf of the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, today we are gathered here for the inaugural function of the IEEE Second International Conference on Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communication. This year, in the month of January 2023, our members of the faculty from the EC department and staff from the EC department, they went to meet our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, on the occasion of New Year. Our Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, received us and he gave us good quality chocolates to symbolically indicate that the year should begin with a sweet, the year should have a sweet beginning. The year should have a sweet beginning. And after receiving his good wishes, the good wishes for good health, for our welfare and for our well-being, we were about to leave the Vice Chancellor Sir's chamber. And Vice Chancellor Sir stopped us and he gave a list, he read a list of objectives and goals for the EC department. And one of the goals that was set by the respected Vice Chancellor for the EC department is to organize an international conference. And because of those motivational words, that encouragement, that guidance, and that support from our respected Vice Chancellor, sir, today we are all gathered here for this inaugural ceremony, and this due to the untiring the coordinators, the conference chairs, Professor Sudha Madam and Professor Dunsudan Madam, they were constantly working, they were working without tiredness, and with the support of respected Professor Kodkumaran sir, Chairman IEEE, and his team of office bearers, this IEEE conference has become a reality, and we have all gathered here for the inaugural ceremony in the esteemed presence of Professor David Oldfield sir, Professor Kodkumaran sir, and Professor K. Vivekananda sir, who is our Director of Research. So, though we have organized a similar conference in the year 2016, the words of our respected Vice Chancellor actually sparked our conference class, and they worked tirelessly to obtain the IEEE sponsorship, and they succeeded at the end. And today we are all standing here for inaugurating the first ever IEEE conference in this PTU campus. Though we have organized several conferences in the past, this is the first ever IEEE conference organized in the PTU campus in the august presence of the esteemed guest of honor who are seated on the dais and who are with us in the online meeting. So this second IEEE conference, this is the second in the series. The first one on the same theme, Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communication, was organized by the same program chairs. This is the second in their combination. They are a very successful combination, Professor G.S. Sudha Madam and Professor R. Dunsudan Madam. And this is the second in their series, and this is an IEEE conference. So, on behalf of the EC department, I extend a hearty welcome to our respected Vice Chancellor, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your esteemed presence amidst us, sir. And the presence of our Vice Chancellor in a meeting really makes a very big difference. This I have already told in several occasions. So, your presence gives us a fresh air of rich ambience amidst us, sir. Thank you very much, sir. And I was telling you, our elders and superiors in our family, we seek their blessings on important occasions like New Year, like a birthday, wedding day, etc. Our Vice Chancellor, sir, never fails to send us their birthday greeting, sir. He always sends us a birthday greeting. Normally, he delivers it in hand. Normally, he calls us in person. Whenever it is not possible, he is sending a message. And this has not forgotten. This is almost I received it the second time from our Vice Chancellor, sir. He gives a birthday message along with a little beautiful flower bouquet. Thank you very much, sir. And Professor Vice Chancellor, sir, as I told you, whenever one occasion Dr. Tanvi visited our Vice Chancellor, sir, and for an official reason, and when Tanvi left, our Vice Chancellor told Tanvi, you apply for a project. So and our Vice Chancellor, sir, we always interested in that, and it's not mere words, it's also action. Because regularly we are receiving mails forwarded by our Vice Chancellor indicating the various funding agencies, various research agencies. It relieves the faculty members of their burden for searching for projects. Actually, he is telling what are the various avenues that are available, and it is for us to apply and obtain a project. So again, a hearty welcome to you, sir. This second IEEE conference, we are very fortunate to have amongst us an eminent academician, researcher, and scientist, Dr. R. David Koyipile, sir, who is the Qualcomm Institute chair. He is the Qualcomm Institute chair professor and head of Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of the EC department, we extend a warm welcome to you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. We are very much delighted to have you amongst us, and we feel it very fortunate to listen to your keynote address, sir. Thank you, sir. And Professor David Koyipile, sir, has already visited our department during the times of Professor Prithviraj, sir, for the panel discussion. So Professor Prithviraj, sir, was our founding IEEE student branch counselor, and he was also responsible in bringing the panel discussion. So in this connection, we have amongst us Professor Dr. S. Chandragan, sir, many times in our campus. We have enjoyed a very long, fruitful association with Dr. S. Chandragan, sir. Dr. S. Chandragan, sir, supported our department in various possible ways. He elaborated, he delivered the keynote address, he delivered lectures in FDPs, STDPs, and even he handled the panel discussion. So, on behalf of the Department of PTU, we warmly welcome you, sir, for this inaugural ceremony of second IEEE International Conference. And one more thing very important is, Professor Chandragan, sir, is the doctoral supervisor of one of the programs, one of the conferences, Dr. R. Muslim, madam. And in total, 3 of our faculty members have obtained their PhD degree under the supervision of Dr. S. Chandragan, sir. So, on behalf of the PTU, we extend you a hearty welcome for this inaugural function, sir. We have on this test Dr. K. Porkumaran, Chairman IEEE Madras Section. It is through his support and help today we could get this IEEE sponsorship, and we are having the second conference sponsored by IEEE, sir. And Professor Porkumaran, sir, along with this team of office bearers, they are always helping us and they are always supporting us. And to share a small incident with you, Professor Porkumaran, sir, is often sending us mails on behalf of the IEEE Madras Section. Normally, mails used to be on the professional, technical, and academic activities. On the professional, academic, and technical activities. One day I was surprised to receive a mail from Professor Porkumaran, sir. He took a lot of concern about the recent cyclone mid-Jan. He gave a set of tips and he was taking enormous care about IEEE members. In this mail, in that mail, he has requested all the IEEE members to remain safe during the cyclone mid-Jan. It is not only for IEEE members. The IEEE members are not only head of the families, they will influence their families, their students. So, though the mail was targeted to the IEEE members, the message was general. So, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for your support and help. And we have amongst us today for the inaugural ceremony Dr. Gunavan Wijaksano, Rector, Cyber University, Universitas Cyber Indonesia. On behalf of the Department of PCE and on behalf of the PTU, we warmly welcome you, sir, for this inaugural function. We thank you very much, sir. We thank you again sincerely for your presence, for your esteemed presence for this inaugural function. And we have our beloved professor, Dr. K. Vedanathan, sir. He is a source of inspiration and is a source of motivation. Everybody will agree, nobody will deny that. And Professor Vedanathan, sir, always welcomes and receives us as fighting face. And we welcome you for this IEEE conference, sir. And Professor Vedanathan, apart from being the Director of Academic Research, he is also serving as the advisor for the PTU IEEE Students Branch. And I extend a hearty welcome to both the program chairs, which is their function, and I am presenting the welcome address. So they have been kind enough to publicly present the welcome address. And I cannot describe by mere words the amount of the tremendous efforts the untiring efforts. They have been working continuously without tiredness to make this conference a reality. And Professor D. S. Madam and Professor Gunaswamy Madam will be briefing you about this conference. So, hearty welcome to both of you, Madam. And thank you very much for this second conference. And that too, it's an IEEE sponsored conference. I welcome Mr. Naveen Kumar Kola, who is our PhD scholar, and he is the chair PTU IEEE student branch. Welcome you, Mr. Naveen. I extend a hearty welcome to the HODs, to the deans, directors, senior professors, HODs, respected faculty members of EC department and other department, the scholars from EC and other department, MTech and BTech students of EC department and other departments, the supporting staff, the invited guests who are sitting in the auditorium and who are also in the online meeting, members of the press media, supporting staff, everyone. I extend a hearty welcome to every one of you. This 2 days IEEE conference has been planned with several tracks, and those things will be elaborated by the program chairs. I once again welcome every one of you for this 2 days IEEE International Conference and for this inaugural function. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir. Asatoma Satgamaya, Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. May the light of knowledge dispel the darkness of ignorance from our lives. I now invite all the dignitaries for the lighting of the Kuttuvilakku.
Sini batu. என்ன பண்ண
Now, it's time to honor our distinguished dignitaries. First, I request Dr. S. Mohan, the esteemed Vice Chancellor of PTU, to honor Dr. R. David Cohen Pillai, Qualcomm Institute Chair Professor and Head, Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras. I now request Dr. S. Shanmugube, Director, NEC Kovilpatti, Tamil Nadu, and former Registrar, Anna University, Chennai, to kindly accept a virtual token of gratitude from PTU for accepting our request to be the guest of honor. Now, I request Dr. S. Mohan, the esteemed Vice Chancellor of PTU, to honor Dr. K. Urkumaran, Chairman, IEEE Madras Section, and Principal, Sri Sairam Engineering College, Tamil Nadu. I now request Dr. Gunavan Wijaksanu, Rector, Cyber University, Universitas Cyber, Indonesia, to kindly accept our memento as a token of gratitude for accepting our request to be the guest of honor. Now, I request Dr. K. Vivekanandan, Director, Academic Research and Advisor, PTU IEEE Students Branch, to honor Dr. S. Mohan, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of PTU. I now request Dr. V. Swaminathan, Professor and Head, Department of ECE, PTU, to honor Dr. K. Vivekanandan, the Director, Academic Research and Advisor, PTU IEEE Students Branch. Every great achievement begins with a vision. Every significant change starts with a purpose. Continuing our journey of knowledge and innovation, I invite Dr. Jnana Florence Sudha, Professor ECE and Conference Chair, IEEE ICACIC 2023, to enlighten us with her insights on the conference. Ma'am, please.
Very good morning to all are not present over here. Respected Vice Chancellor, sir. Respected Guest of Honor, Professor David Kovil sir. Respected Guest of Honor, Professor Shanmugavel sir, who is present online. And respected Dr. K. Porkumar sir, who has come from Chennai, from the IEEE Madras section, and respected Dr. Gunavan Wijaksanu, Rector of the University of Cyber, Indonesia, who is available online with us. Respected Director Academic Research, Professor Vivekanandan sir. Respected Head of the Department. Respected Head of Departments of other departments who have graced the occasion. Respected Senior Faculty. Respected faculty colleagues, respected office academic registrar, and other faculties who have joined this inauguration, and of course, research scholars and the BTech students and PG students who have come over here. It's a great moment today that we have the inaugural function of the IEEE Second International Conference on Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communication. So today we are setting the theme for the conference, and the theme of the conference is Computational Intelligence and Communication. In 2016, when we started the first version of this conference, it was CIC. It was like an acronym that was backward and forward, and we also wanted a theme which would not only be contemporary with the times, but also futuristic. And with that in mind, when we looked at computational intelligence in 2016, we thought this would set the pace. It passed all the tick marks, and it would be such a version that people will look at it, and there will be a lot of research and a lot of future thoughts on this particular area. So with this in mind, we started the Computational Intelligence and Communication Conference in 2016. The second version of this conference is happening today as an IEEE version. So it all started with the thought that the conference should become a flagship event of Pucheri Technological University, as well as a close hearted bond for the Pondicherry Engineering College Department of ECE also. And so with this in mind, we started the IEEE student branch, and for 1 year we had worked to get this to this day, where we are now standing on the 7th and 8th of December 2023, inaugurating the 2-day IEEE Second International Conference. Today's conference theme is on the idea of that artificial intelligence is now there, and it is a long way to go, of course, but it is going to be there always. So, and it has percolated all walks of life. So the theme of the conference is basically the ideas on the computation methodologies, the algorithms which are being developed, as well as the various en routes that it has taken place. And one of the themes is on the idea of computational intelligence and communication. The conference themes have been divided into 5 tracks. The first track being the computation intelligence methodologies. The second track being computation intelligence in signal and image processing, which is one of the applications which has touched every one of us, because it is touching all the people who are not only doing the image processing as well as the signal processing areas, and it has wide range of application, especially the medical field has taken up this computational intelligence for diagnosis of diseases as well as in forms of signals as well as in the form of images. So that is the second track of the conference. The third track of the conference is exactly the theme, which is computational intelligence in communication. And with the advent of smartphones, which started in around 2010 onwards, this has now progressed so much that we are now on the verge of the next generation technology, which is all going to be on AI only. So the computational intelligence is the theme, and how it is populated into different aspects and different engineering is the idea behind the conference. The fourth track of the conference is particular to the electrical engineers and power systems and power drive, all those things which are covered as the applications of computational intelligence. And the last track, which covers the wide areas of application in any area, like wherever, say, civil engineering requires a computational intelligence or an AI, mechanical engineering will require an AI. So all the vast range of applications of computational intelligence have been touched upon in the fifth day. So the 5 tracks of the conference have given rise to so many papers. And when we called for the papers, we got around 350 submissions, and of which we have selected very good, we should say, 100 papers to be presented or to be published in IEEE Explore. To get the banner of IEEE, we had to, of course, work a lot. And with the support of the IEEE Madras Section Chairman, Dr. Parkumred, who is present today with us, we have been able to get the IEEE. I thank you so much, sir, for giving us this thing, and we hope to conduct many more IEEE conferences. We hope that this will be an annual event and for Future Technological University. So next year we hope to have the IEEE 3rd International Conference and so on. So we request your help, Minister. And today we have with us a luminary on the stage, Dr. R. David Koilpillai. So bringing him over here is itself a momentous moment for me. And Sir was already with us maybe some 10-15 years back. He came for a panel discussion, and that was organized by Professor V. Prithviraj. Sir still remembers, when I was talking to him today morning, he still remembers our campus. He remembers the Chemical Engineering Seminar Hall where we had his speech. And at that time, I was a very junior faculty. I was organizing that function once again. And I was looking up to see this is the way to go and so on. I am so much happy, sir, that today you have raised the occasion. And thanks to our professor, respected Vice Chancellor, who called him and invited him, and we have him today with us. Thank you so much, sir, for raising this occasion. I also would like to thank our Professor Dr. S. Chandragopal, sir, who has joined online with us. So seeing you, sir, after such a long time in our midst is a really happy moment, sir. Thank you so much for supporting our conference. We also have an international presence here, Dr. Gunavan Jackson, who readily accepted to be to deliver a keynote address on the theme of this conference. So today we are setting the pace for this conference, starting off with the keynote addresses by the dignitaries, and then we go on to the paper presentation sessions. Around 10 sessions are being arranged. Today afternoon we have 3 sessions, and tomorrow morning we have 4, and after we have another 3. So the conference papers, 100 conference papers have been divided into these 10 sessions, and we have a virtual as well as a in-presence kind of mode of delivery of the paper presentations. So since it's a hybrid conference. So the inaugural itself has started as a hybrid one with dignitaries on the stage, dignitaries online and so on. And this would be the way we have to go to the 2-day conference. And this is the way things are also, life is also going to go on. So I thank one and all for having raised occasion. It will not be, it is not enough that I thank all the dignitaries. A person who has been with us throughout, Dr. K. Vivekanandan sir. He has supported the IEEE student branch from the beginning. He was the former principal during that time when we started the inauguration of the IEEE student branch. And then the formal inauguration after becoming PTU was done by a respected Vice Chancellor. So from that day onwards, we've been working hard, and sir has been advising us in all these activities. I thank you, Professor Vivekanandan sir, for all the support. And last but not least, but first, I should thank our Professor, Vice Chancellor, Dr. S. Mohan. Sir has gave the spark. He said, EC department, you have got 6 years of accreditation. Good. I can't ask you more than that. But now I want you to do one international conference. So he immediately said, I said immediately, sir, I can give you guarantee one conference by this December. I think the promise has been kept, sir. So thank you so much, sir, for your support, for your help, for your advice, for all activities of the IEEE student branch as well as for the conference. Thank you so much, sir. So today we start the conference, and we hope that all of you will have a good, enriching experience for this 2-day conference. Thank you, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Teaching is the art of assisting discovery. We are honored to welcome Dr. K. Vivekanandan, the esteemed Director Academic Research and Advisor, PTU IEEE Student Branch, who epitomizes the essence of guiding discovery through education. I now request him to felicitate the gathering. Sir, please.
Respected Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. S. Morgan, Guest of Honors Professor David Koilpillai, the Head Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras, Dr. Shanmughabe, Director, National Engineering College, Koilpatti, Dr. K. Purkumaran, Chairman, IEEE Madras Section and Principal, Sairam Engineering College, Dr. Gunwan Wetsak Kono, Rector, Cyber University, University Cyber Indonesia, and Dr. G.F. Sudha, Dr. R. Gunasundari, and the head of the department, Professor Swaminathan, and my dear faculty members, professors, staff, students, participants, and committee members of this conference. Very good morning to everybody. And today is a very special day for Puducherry Technological University. We all know, at least in the circuit branches, people will know the importance of IEEE society. Especially we come to know about IEEE only in terms of journals first. So we were thinking very long time only journals are associated. So what happened if you publish some journal in IEEE during your PhD? Generally the people publish during their PhD, they need to publish your papers in the technical journal, and there are a lot of technical journals are there. IEEE is also having a lot of journals. If we publish any one of the paper, right, it is treated as a flagship event in the researchers, in the life of the researcher. It is something like that. In the first round of election itself, you have got enough majority. Okay, so that kind of feeling one will get. Even we used to see that if some person publish some paper, we used to say, oh, that fellow has published IEEE paper. Particularly Christopher and I, when we are doing it, he has published some paper. So we used to see him at a very high level. So that's such an important. But later we come to know that it is not only doing that, not only having journals, but it's also involved in so many academic improvement activities. Okay, and one of the, in fact, they are okay. This particular conference is being held in a collaboration with the IEEE. The published papers will be placed in the IEEE Explorer. It is a very popular e-library. Every persons in computer science as well as in the circuit branch, even in other branches, they do a lot of work. Okay, they refer this particular library. We have this particular conference is having that facility. That crowd facility is available. So I thank Dr. Potkumaran for giving us an opportunity. Okay, really we have to thank Dr. Potkumaran for providing an opportunity. And one of the important pre-request, okay, we must have studied in our curriculum, there will be always pre-request will be there. So if they want to support, if the IEEE want to support, they have a one pre-request. That pre-request is the students branch should be there. Not only student branch should be there, it should be very active. Okay, so in this regard, when Professor Prithviraj was principal, he was instrumental in starting this IEEE branch, and later as a first counselor, Dr. G.F. Sudha was there, and later recently it has been taken by Dr. R. Gunasundari, and he is the academic counselor, and she has done some 30 activities or event on behalf of the student branch, and because of these activities we have been eligible to conduct a conference. Okay, so really I appreciate your effort, madam, for to make this conference as a successful, in the sense possible. And I also happy to state that okay. Next, in the IEEE Day conducted at August 4, our Honorable Vice Chancellor has stated that you should not be restricted to all of us. All of us has told that he should not be restricted with only student branch. You should also go ahead with the Puducherry chapter by combining all the colleges in the Puducherry. So really, Professor Swaminathan has told about our Vice Chancellor. Again, I am very happy to add that we have a very good inspiration who could give a lot of inspiration to us, and at every step, whatever the activity we do, whether it is an official work or whether it is an academic work or even it is a personal work, we always insist to have a quality so that we will come up in our life. So in that way, sir, as per your words, definitely we are going to make this as a Puducherry chapters along with the councillor, and not only that, our IEEE Madras section head, Professor Porkumaran, has also told there is a facility called hub, which is slightly better than society or something. So we try to combine all the things, and our IEEE student branch will take all initiative to become a hub and Puducherry chapter. So that is there. Definitely we will do that. This conference deals with a very important topics. Communication and computation will take different avatars and shape the future of the world. This conference provides a sharing platform to exchange our technical knowledge and get lot of benefit. Lot of arrangement has been made by the organizer, Dr. G.F. Sudha and Dr. R. Gunasundari, to bring out the best possible things for this conference. They put lot of effort, as Professor Swaminathan told, they have put untiring effort. For last 10 days I am seeing, they always, work like a top, all the time rotating. So going here and there, making all arrangement. So madams, I congratulate both of you for arranging such a wonderful conference. So I wish all the participants and paper presenters to have good knowledge by sharing and publish next level papers in IEEE journal. So I thank all of you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Cultivating innovation requires leaders who nurture creativity and embrace change. We have the privilege of having one such leader amongst us today. Dr. S. Mohan, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of PTU, is a leader whose supportive leadership fosters an environment where innovation thrives. Now, I'd like to invite him to deliver the presidential address.
Very good morning to all of you. It is indeed a great pleasure for me to stand before you for the inaugural function of this great international conference. It's IEEE's second international conference on advances in computational intelligence and communication. And also this is the first international conference after I came here. I have been asking, but I think 2 years it took to materialize. So thank you ECE department. So we should really congratulate them. And I always say that the ECE happens to be the crown of PTU because they got the because they got the 6 years in the NBA accreditation compared to other departments. In fact, I wanted computer science department should be little more rising to the occasion and then make higher than ECE, because computer science is normally whenever we bring anybody outsider, the first department to visit is computer science. Unfortunately, they are very good, but still there is some resistance. I don't know what is the reason, but nonetheless, I think our PTU is really proud that we are organizing this international conference, and I am really very happy to be among the galaxy of the experts, especially David Koil Pillai, who was, we were together in the apartment sometime, and his son also was just junior to my son, so they were close friends. So And more than that, he was a very nice human being. So many times that people will get, when they get the position, they change quite a lot. But he is a man who, after getting a position as dean also, he never be taking that into his head. That way, and also subject-wise, he is very good. So you are all lucky enough to have the lecture to be heard from Koil Pillai. So thank you very much, sir, for coming and accepting and then coming over here. I also would like to welcome Dr. Sanmuhavel, who was my close friend, and also I have connection. His daughter and my daughter were roommates in the college, so that way we are all very happy. And I wanted him to come here, but unfortunately he had some work there. Otherwise, and he is one person. He was registered in Anna University. We used to meet him. We never feel him that he poses as a registrar. So such a humble man, such a very humble. He was also in our board in NITTR. So thank you very much, sir. And still you are so humble. And then whenever I talked to him for inviting him to be in this conference, he was so good. And I am very happy that 3 of our faculty are your students. And I think you should have come. In fact, there is a good kind of a welcome they have planned, but unfortunately you could not come here. But I think next time, please make it as a point to come over to PTU before I leave from here. So that's what my request, Professor Sanmuhavel. He was also a very eminent person in the ECE department. So even now, if you go to Anna University and ask, many people refer his name more than anybody else. So that way I think he had a mark there, even though he was so much involved in administration. But because I used to go for faculty selection, and he used to be a license for us. That way it was very clear. Thank you very much, sir, for coming over and then joining us. And Dr. Porkumaran is a very active person. In fact, last time when I went for a skill development conference in Chennai, we met him, and he is giving a lot of ideas, and there are a lot of opportunities for faculty to get some good projects. And I hope that he will make a presentation on that. If not now, I have asked him to come and then make a presentation so that we take more projects. We have been doing quite a lot on this, but still we should get more advice from him. And also he was very helpful for our PTU, and I think he has really recommended PTU to conduct this particular conference. I think that all credit goes to you. Thank you very much, Dr. Porkumaran, for doing it. I am also very happy that Professor Whit Jackson, who had come here mainly to participate in this, from Cyber University, Universitas Cyber in Indonesia. And it's really a pleasure that we have to make, especially our students, should make use of these conferences in my opinion, 3 ways. Number 1, this conference provides an opportunity for all the students and also the participants to interact with the international researchers and scientists. Please don't sit calmly for the conference, please interact. And you have media, now you can send your questions and then you can get the answer for that. So try to interact and get introduced to the peers who are there in your areas. That's very important for our students. Tomorrow you can go for higher studies. For some of the professors may be attending this particular conference. So my request to students and also possibly to the faculty, try to have a connection. So the connection is very important. Unless I have the connection, neither he may not know you or you may not know him ultimately. So my request is all the students should have some good connection. The second is the conference also, and thanks to IEEE and also Sudha and Gunasundari for inviting the eminent experts in that particular area. Not only from India but also from all the other countries. I think they are all joining here for panel discussion, presentation, and as the chairman, I think this is a golden opportunity for PTU students. So my request is, please be here and then completely for 7 and 8, both days, and then get benefit over that particular thing. So you have been working on that. And also, the third one, you should know what are the advances are taking place in your domain of knowledge, especially on artificial intelligence and other communication system and so on. I still remember I went for a faculty selection of one of the college nearby. It's a big university. I asked one of the person who came for computer science, I asked him what is artificial intelligence. And you know the answer he told is the intelligence which is created artificially is called artificial intelligence. So this sometimes, you know, from the question itself you take answer for it. But you know, that's I still remember what is artificial intelligence. But there are a lot of things that it has taken place, and I happen to be one of the users of invention of artificial intelligence. We work on, I started with the expert system, genetic algorithm and all those things. Now data mining itself, some 3 theses have gone. We are application people. So there are very good applications, and how you take the model and then try to apply. That's more important for the students. So it is not that you learn a technique, but how to apply those techniques for your problem. That is much more important. So I hope that listening to many papers, different ideas you may get. In fact, one of my professor from IEEE used to say, he is a civil engineering professor, but he always go for any seminar which is conducted at other departments or conferences. He says, I will get a new idea which I can apply to civil engineering. He did it, many things. So that way, my request is, it is not only limited to circuit branch, but also for all branches that this conference will be useful. Because these are all artificial intelligence and also the what they have as a computational intelligence will be very helpful for other departments. I am really very happy that many of you have contributed for this conference, especially as reviewers of the papers from faculty from other departments. And also I should congratulate both of them, especially Dr. Sudha and Dr. Gunasundari, for their untiring effort to make this conference to see the light of the day. So thank you very much for your effort. But I should also thank Swaminathan. So Swaminathan is one person who is very, I always get some energy when I see him. This is a lot of good kind of thing. So whenever we ask a tough question, you do that, then immediately he will escape. I will discuss with Professor Sudha Madam and then come back to you. So that's a very good answer. But I said, you are the head of the department, you should make a decision to do that. But he says, no sir, I will just discuss with Sudha Madam. So that I came to know that's an escaping class. So like many times that he uses that and then come over afterwards, he won't come and talk to me anything on that particular aspect. So Swaminathan is really a Swaminathan. Okay. So thank you very much for mobilizing the people. That's very difficult. Many times that it is the head of the department job is that the people should realize that so you can make a diamond kind of a thing that you can make as a modern போட்டுக்கலாம். ஏன்னா your period there is an international conference is being held. So thank you very much for all the cooperation, and please remember all the students that this is a golden opportunity. It is not that you have been happen to be here, but this conference it is not only with PTU side, there are internationally many people. So this opportunity you may not get. If you want to get that, you may have to spend a lot of money, or you may have to go to USA or maybe Canada, something. But it is right on your right below the nose. So please try to use it. And also my request is the students should think over using this knowledge. How do I solve the common problem like solid waste management or like nowadays flood inundation? So it may be, don't think that it is a civil engineering problem. It's a common problem that you can come out with some kind of a solution using the latest developments. So that is one thing that you may have to do, or you can join with other departments and then come out with a solution. That is what I am really looking at, that PTU will look at it, and also Porkumaran comes out with a new idea that it is a curve which maybe your engineers should look for societal, and he may be explaining it. I don't want to spend on that particular thing. So I am really very happy and I feel satisfied 1%, because only one department is organizing. I wanted all the departments to organize some international conference, so that our the main point is, I should be open to say that whenever I go somewhere, I have people ask, what is PTU? And I have to explain. Okay. On the other hand, now if I have an international conference, all the people will have an idea what is PTU. Okay. So we are really doing good research, but at the same time we are not doing the PR work, public relations work. So that is where we are really missing. So I wanted all the department to take this as it is not something which is unreachable. You can do it. So that if you have Unnar Mudim Tambi Namari, you can really do that. And I request all the heads of the departments who are all here should organize one international conference during their tenure. That is my sincere request. அதுக்காண்டி ஹெச்ஓடி முடிச்ச ஆட்கள் பண்ணக்கூடாதுன்னு இல்லை, you also have to do that. But I wanted one department, at least one conference is very much essential. I am also very happy to, in fact it is supposed to be announced by Professor Veganandan, so I borrowed it, but it is very happy incident to announce that Puducherry Technological University has been selected for the following prestigious IEEE India Council Award for Outstanding Emerging Student Branch. So congrats to Munasundari and Sudha who have made it as outstanding. That's very important. So thanks Professor Porkumaran for recommending our university student branch for this particular, because somebody has to be there in the committee to say what is PTU. So thank you for Porkumaran. So since you have given the catalyst, okay, so the catalyst really you have been a very good catalyst. So thank you very much for, and all the not only circuit branch, every student of PTE is proud of it. So thank you very much for making this student branch as one of the best branch or outstanding branch of IEEE, and I hope that this will go for many more activities in the coming future, so that we all be proud that we are all PTU, PTVN. Okay, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity.
மீடியா போட்டோன்னு சொல்லுங்க. தூக்கலாம்
லைட் போட்டு
எடுத்துட்டீங்களா ஓகே நல்லா வந்து
லைட் போட்டு வேலை ஒன்று எடுத்துருக்கீங்களா
இன்னொன்று எடுத்துருங்க
கொஞ்சம் தூக்கிட்டு சொல்லுவாங்க கொஞ்சம் லைட்டாக அது மேலே தூக்கிடலாமா அது அந்த ஸ்க்ரீனை பேனர் சரி விட்டுருங்க
சரி விடுங்க
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Dr. R. Gunasundari, Associate Director, Academic Research, Conference Chair, IEEE ICACIC 2023, and the Branch Counselor of PTU IEEE Students Branch to introduce our chief guest. Ma'am, please.
Good morning to all dignitaries and invitees of IEEE ICACIC 2023. Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about inspiring others to unleash the full potential. Today, it is our great honor that I extend a warm welcome to our distinguished leader, Dr. S. Shanmugavel, Director, NEC, and the former Registrar of Anna University, Chennai, who happens to be my esteemed research supervisor. Dr. Shanmugavel sir graduated in electronics engineering in 1978 from MIT, Chennai, and a PhD holder in Coder Communication and Spectrum Techniques from IIT Kharagpur, has a career spanning over 4 decades marked by significant contributions to academia and research. Beginning his journey as a senior research assistant at IIT Kharagpur in 1978, Dr. Shanmugavel sir evolved into a faculty member at IIT Kharagpur in 1987, joining the Department of ECE, CEG Anna University, Chennai in 1991. He later assumed the key roles such as the Registrar of Anna University, Chennai in 2008 and subsequently as the Director of Center for Affiliation. In 2014, he took the role of Principal NEC Kovilpatti and currently he is serving as its Director. Dr. Shanmugavel's leadership extends beyond his administrative roles, exemplified by his spearheading of international collaborations and exploratory missions, fostering research partnerships in areas such as robotics, medical electronics, wireless communication, and material science. His influence on academia goes on even further with the guidance of nearly 24 PhD scholars in cutting-edge areas, contributing significantly to the academic discourse with over 80 research papers in peer-reviewed journals and 110 research papers at conferences. His accolades including IEEE CDIL Award and IEEE SK Mitra Memorial Award speak to his impactful contributions to the technical field. Dr. Shanmugavel's humility is as remarkable as his profound impact on shaping the educational landscapes. Today, we are honored to have him as a true luminary in this field. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to the visionary leader, Dr. S. Shanmugavel sir. With utmost respect, I invite him to deliver the inaugural address of IEEE ICACIC 2023. Welcome you, sir.
Good morning. Hello. Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. We can hear you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hello, sir. You are audible. Hello, sir. You are audible. Hello, sir. Yeah, you are audible. Hello, sir.
Respected Vice Chancellor of Puducherry Technological University, Dr. S. Morgan, respected Dr. R. David Pillai, Qualcomm Institute Chair Professor and Head of the Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras, respected Dr. K. Okumaran, Chairman, IEEE Madras Section and Principal Sri Saram Engineering College, respected Dr. Gunawan, Rector, Cyber University, Indonesia, respected Dr. K. Vivekanandan, Director, Academic Research and Advisor, Pondicherry Technological University, IEEE Student Branch, respected Dr. V. Swaminathan, Professor and Head Department of ECE, Dr. R. Gunasundari, Associate Director, Academic Research and Conference Chair, and Dr. Sudha, Conference Chair of IEEE Conference. And dear participants, student friends, and ladies and gentlemen, at the outset, I would express my apology for not being able to physically present there to deliver the inaugural address. And I also would like to thank Dr. S. Morgan, the Vice Chancellor of the university, for giving me this opportunity to be with you on the occasion of the inaugural function of the second International Conference on Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communication, and also giving an opportunity to hear Dr. David Pillai, who is an expert in the field of wireless communication. At the outset also, I would like to thank Gunasundari and Sudha for giving me this opportunity also. They are always in touch with me, and I have a very fond memory of Pondicherry Engineering College. Now it is university, and I have been in touch with many of the faculty members of the college for so many years, and most of them are my friends, and I always appreciate the efforts taken by the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering of Pondicherry Engineering College. And this is one other important effort we have taken to conduct this conference on computational intelligence and communication. Is very apt and appropriate nowadays to look at the algorithms and methodologies of computational intelligence for solving communication network problems. As all of us know, the main objective of any communication system or communication network is to provide reliable and secure communication, meeting the QoS requirements under the resource constraints such as power, bandwidth, and even size also. So under this, to meet these objectives, we need to encounter many challenges in communication networks, particularly in a large communication network. There is a backbone network, and the last mile it is wireless. The wireless could be ad hoc in nature, or it could have a base station. So, because of these conditions under which the communication network operates, there are very many challenges that one has to face, like wireless ad hoc nature of the last mile connectivity, and mobility and topological changes, because this is a very important feature of modern day wireless communication, which provides mobility and because of which we find topological changes, and because of that there are going to be very many difficulties of providing reliable and secure communication. And apart from this, because the devices being handheld devices, they have to deal with very low power, there are energy constraints which one has to face. And also, the elements of communication are distributed all over the places. Because of the distributed nature, there are challenges of providing secure and reliable communication. And security, as all of us know, this wireless environment is susceptible to security threats, and we need to handle this issue. And above all is a QoS management. The quality of service is very important for a reliable communication, and that is simultaneously meeting all these requirements: fairness, delay jitter, packet loss, etc., and also available bandwidth. So these are the many challenges that we face in normal wireless mobile communication networks. Also in wireless sensor networks, different type of challenges are existing, like design and deployment of the sensors in the region in which one wants to sense the environment. So the strategies are very important to be kept in mind. And then there are also security, there are also energy constraint. So the routing has to be energy aware routing protocols. And there are scheduling, data aggregation, and sensor fusion, that is very important. And also QoS management. So these are the challenges that one has to meet in order to provide secure, reliable communication networking environment. So there are traditional methods using which people have solved problems. Normally in communication, conventionally we used to solve problems of choosing appropriate modulation techniques, coding techniques of both the source coding and channel coding, multiple access techniques, and so on. So when it comes to network, there are very many challenges. So it requires optimum solution, because everywhere there are constraints, and under the constraints we need to find out optimal solutions. For finding out the optimal solutions, people have been applying the computational intelligence methodologies. They used to call, now this word is coined, which uses the human intelligence, nature-driven algorithms, and human society, how the society behaves. All these intelligence have been considered in these computational intelligence algorithms, and they have been used to solve the problems that are faced in communication networks. So I am very happy that my colleagues in the EC department at Pondicherry Technical University have chosen this topic as a conference topic. In fact, it's also an opportunity for me to brush up some of the literature that has gone in recent days in this field. As all of us know, the paradigms of computational intelligence are designed to model the aspects of biological intelligence, human behavior, and natural evolution. And it provides adaptive mechanism that exhibits intelligent behavior in complex and dynamic environment. So in any optimization of that one wants to do, or any performance effectiveness one has to do, efficiency, if you have to increase, we resort to adaptive mechanisms. So adaptive mechanisms requires to learn the environment and adaptively change the the parameters so that the output is required in the required, and which is also in a complex and dynamic environment, as we understand in the network. And so it combines the learning, adaptation, evolution, and fuzzy logic to create intelligent machines. So, even though the methodologies of computational intelligence are very old, people have been using these methodologies to solve problems in communication networks. And we have also done certain work in ATM networks, ad hoc networks, in solving congestion control problems, security, and so on, using neural networks, genetic algorithms, fuzzy logic, and so on. So neural networks, fuzzy logic, evolutionary algorithms, and swarm intelligence. They all model the behavior of the biological species and so on. So these algorithms are finding applications in very many fields, not only in communication, but also in control systems, in signal processing, image processing, and robotics particularly. So it is a research area one can choose to appropriately select a mechanism to solve the problems of computer communication networks. Even though these are all evolving, but whether they have come to practice or not is a million-dollar question, because of the algorithm, complexity of algorithms, the time taken, and so on. In a real-time communication networks, these algorithms may not very well fit into easily, and therefore we have to find out mechanisms, because the parallel processing is involved here. We have to also take into account this parallelism. So in order to meet these challenges of the computational requirement, memory requirement, flexibility, and optimality. So what we aim through this computational intelligence algorithm is optimality. So we have to find out optimal solution for problems that we are facing in communication networks. So I'm very happy that we are trying to understand the issues involved with this. Particularly in wireless sensor networks, the CI paradigms like the neural networks, fuzzy logic, evolutionary algorithms, swarm intelligence, reinforced learning, these are all tried to solve the challenges like deployment, localization, security, routing, and scheduling, fusion, aggregation, fusion, and QoS management. So people have compared these algorithms, the efficacy of these algorithms, these CI paradigms for solving, meeting these challenges. So I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate all the police for having taken this initiative. And even though, as I pointed out earlier, these algorithms have been in existence for so many years, but finding practically efficient methodologies is a challenge. And this actually, as I pointed out earlier, the networks are always distributed and dynamic in nature, communication networks. So under such an environment, if we have to look for adaptive mechanisms to get optimal solutions, then the estimation has to be also in a distributed fashion, which is a challenge. So for which the computational intelligence algorithms are really a solution, and one can attempt to apply these intelligent mechanisms to solve these problems. And I am sure this conference, I see the topics are on computational intelligence methodologies and the instruments for wireless communication networks and signal and image processing and the systems, the power systems and intelligence applications. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of you for giving me this opportunity. And in fact, I'm looking to hear Professor David Pillai on an important topic that he is going to talk. And I would like to once again thank Vice Chancellor Dr. S. Mohan. Sir, I'm sorry that I could not come physically there to deliver my talk. And when the next opportunity comes, I will definitely physically be available there and meet all of you, sir. With these few words, I would like to thank once again all of you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for gracing us with your enlightening inaugural address at ICIC 2023. Your profound insights and visionary have left an indelible mark in our event. We express our deepest gratitude for sharing your wealth of knowledge and expertise with us today. Thank you, sir. As we embark on this journey of knowledge and innovation, let us heed Albert Einstein's wisdom, strive not to be a success but rather to be of value. Today, we are honored to welcome a true visionary, Dr. K. Porkumaran, as the chairman of IEEE Madras section and principal of C. Sharan Engineering College. His unwavering commitment to excellence in electrical and electronics engineering is truly transformative. Dr. Porkumaran's academic journey is marked with exceptional achievements for earning his bachelor's degree in instrumentation and control engineering and obtaining his master's and doctoral degrees in electrical and electronics engineering. With 27 years of teaching, 20 years of research and development, and 17 years in academic and administration, his dedication to this field is exemplary. Actively engaged in esteemed professional societies, Dr. Porkumaran holds memberships as Fellow of Institution of Engineers, Senior Member of IEEE, Life Member ISTE, BMSCI, AACM, Professional Engineer and Chartered Engineer. Recognized internationally, he has received prestigious awards for his outstanding contributions. Dr. Porkumaran's accolades includes Bharatiya Vidya Bhavan National Award, IEEE Outstanding Engineering Award 2020, CSI Distinguished Principal Award, and IEEE Outstanding Branch Counselor Award. His relentless pursuit of excellence is evident through his numerous workshops, conferences, symposia he has organized. A prolific researcher, Dr. Porkumaran has published over 175 research papers, 12 book chapters, and holds 6 patents. As a mentor and branch counselor for professional chapters like IEEE, ISOI, ISTE, BMSCI, he has significantly contributed to the development of aspiring professionals. His journey is a testament to the transformative power of education and research. Today, we extend our heartfelt gratitude for Dr. Porkumaran sir for his invaluable contributions to academia and technology. It is now a distinct honor to invite him to share his insights with us. Welcome, sir.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. S. Mohan, Puducherry Technological University, most respected chief guest of today's inaugural ceremony of this conference, respected Professor Dr. R. David Pillai, Qualcomm Institute Chair Professor and Head of Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras, Guest of Honor, Dr. Gunavan Witsavan Sono, Rector Cyber University of Cyber Indonesia, most respected guest of honor, Dr. S. Anmugavel, Director, National Engineering College, Koilpatti, very dynamic Director, Research and Advisor of PTU IEEE Student Branch, Dr. K. Veganandan, esteemed Professor Dr. V. Swaminathan, President Head of Department of ECE, very inspiring and energetic conference chairs, Dr. Sudha and Dr. R. Gunasundari, and Professor Dr. Mr. Naveen Kumar Pala, Chair of PTU IEEE, and my dearest friends here, head of the departments, deans, directors, professors of esteemed PTU, dearest student friends, IEEE volunteers. Happy morning. Happy morning. Good morning. It's a great honor and privilege for me to be part of this wonderful gathering on the inaugural ceremony of IEEE International Conference on Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communication, IEEE ICA CIC 2023. At the outset, I congratulate the dedicated efforts of the entire organizing team under the visionary leadership of our esteemed Vice Chancellor and all the academic and administrative heads of PTU. It provides a common platform to share the views and findings of all the research scholars, academicians, industry partners to invent or to inspire a new product and innovation for the benefit of the scientific community. I hope and expect the outcome and deliberations of this wonderful conference will open a new benchmark and set up a new initiatives for the advancement of scientific community. That's in line with the theme of IEEE, the advancement of scientific community. That's the theme behind IEEE. Now, based on the contributions in all the engineering and technology science professionals, IEEE tagline is changed now. IEEE, professional home for engineering and technology science community worldwide. It's a new tagline of IEEE. Regarding this wonderful conference, we were able to see the meticulous planning from the submission of the application and getting a MOU from IEEE headquarters, following all the guidelines given by the IEEE headquarters as well as IEEE Madras section. Very wonderfully planned and organized, qualitatively scheduled. I learned that 300 plus papers have been received and it's like a 30% of acceptance rates. It's a good acceptance rate, 70% rejection. It shows a quality blind review process happened during the conference. And when I was at IEEE Section Congress, Ottawa, I was able to meet so many IEEE MCE delegates, senior volunteers. They appreciated the efforts of PTU. Sir, before the Honorable Vice Chancellor, I would like to convey the message here. And they were highlighting some of the quality conference proposals from IEEE Madras section. And I heard directly from IEEE Singapore section and IEEE MCE delegates from United States of America. They were highlighting the application process and as said by our Vice Chancellor, sir, keynote speakers and board of review members, international advisory board members from reputed organizations and esteemed academicians and researchers worldwide. So that is a benchmarking conference initiated from PTU, and I hope and expect the process will continue. And under my tenure at IEEE Madras section, and I am also a part of IEEE India Council as a chair of professional activities, and I am part of Region and Asia Pacific, and I will be participating in MCA meetings. So we will be able to conduct so many conferences. I request all the chair and heads of various departments to propose a new conferences with a timeline of 10 to 12 months gap. We will be able to support so many conferences. There is no restriction of numbers. If quality proposal comes from any organization, and especially esteemed research organization like PTU, we are ready to support. And when under IEEE, in 25 years before, we were doing all the activities as a member. Now as a professional member, we are just acting as a mentor. Young professionals, student members, women in engineering affinity group members, they are all very, very active. And they are all globally connected. And I am happy and proud to say that IEEE Madras section having a glorious initiatives because of all the student members and women in engineering affinity group. At the outset, many important achievements. IEEE Madras section stands first. In a membership drive, the globally IEEE Madras section stands fourth in the position. And the Extreme, a 24 hours programming contest which is being viewed by Microsoft, Google and other corporates, we were the #1 position globally. Highest number of teams participated from the Madras section because of all the efforts taken from the student members here. And today is a very historical day, and I was happy to know that PTU is going to receive a prestigious, outstanding student branch under India Council, competing with the student branches across all the universities and institutions across India. It's a national level recognition to the members here. I congratulate all the efforts taken by the students. Under Madras section, we encourage student members, professionals, women in engineering affinity group members to apply for so many awards. Today also there are so many awards have been announced by MCA. Larry Wilson Award, Richard E. Mervyn Award, Gaurav Song Award, Epsilon Pi Award, and so many awards. These are all the prestigious like Nobel Prize for the other technological persons. Our section receiving so many awards continuously, Region 10 Awards, MCA Awards, India Council Awards and many. And we are celebrating the success of the people here. And IEEE is mainly focusing on humanitarian technology initiatives, society-related initiatives. And there is a division called SITE, Special Interest Group on Humanitarian Technology. I hope and expect you are all doing so many community engagement initiatives, social innovation initiatives. So submit a proposal under SITE, under EPIC, engineering projects in community, and we will be enjoying the benefits out of that. In the past 6 to 8 months, we were able to get around 20,000 plus US dollars under EPIC as well the SITE. And I request the office bearers and officials of PTU to establish SITE group at PTU. And 38 societies connected to blockchain, computer science and society, control systems, manned cybernetics society, and big data. So many communities are there and societies are there. Next to society, there are communities. Communities at no cost. And there are a collaboration between a society and community. In addition to society and community, there is a new concept evolved, is called local group. When you form a local group, you can invite industry experts from Qualcomm, Intel or L&T, they'll be part of the local group. At the end of the day, if you are able to submit a local group submission in a tool, it will directly reach to me. At the next second, maybe before leaving to Chennai, I can approve it. So I request the authorities to propose a local group of VTU in a specific domain. That's why the blockchain community local group is being initiated. Manned cybernetics society, local group is being initiated. Power electronics group is being initiated recently. So under a combination of society, community and local group, you will be able to do wonders. And this is a very open platform. Even students level, you can become a board of director, president of the IEEE at any level of your career person. So it's a great opportunity, and Madras section is supporting so many professional activities, entrepreneurship and startup related activities, innovation related activities, and we are in the process of having partnership with the Ministry of Electronics, CDAC, as well ERNET, and we are in the process of having association with the Qualcomm Intel for industry linkage initiatives. So I'm sure Madras section India Council, IEEE will be able to support all the professional for your advance, for empowering your career achievements. And one more thing, recently we initiated, I hope you received the communication from Madras section and Ministry of Defence, Defence Innovation Organization, Government of India. They established a new division called IDEX, Innovation for Defence Excellence, under which they announced so many challenges. It's like not a Smart India challenge, it's next level. The problem definitions of Indian Navy, Army, Air Force and all the government sectors, product and development, research and development initiatives have been taken by Government of India. The scheme is called DISC, Defence India Startup Challenge. They announced so many challenges, and DISC 1 to DISC 10 announced. I am proud to say that under IEEE support, and we are able to fetch or achieve DISC 7 winner. I am the proud DISC 7 winner, working for Indian Navy, developing an autonomous system for unmanned submarine vehicle like Chandrayaan 3. Another 3 years we will be able to see the unmanned submarine vehicle. So which is, I am part of that, and I have been invited by Honorable Raksha Mantri, felicitated by Honorable Raksha Mantri, and under this series, a DISC 10 is being announced. 18th of December is the last date for that. IEEE is ready to support all the professionals here. 3 crore funding opportunity for a project, and IDEX Prime called 10 crore funding opportunity. So I explore all the possibilities connected to IEEE, and there is a division called HKM Etapapuno. It's a premier group. Infosys Narayana Swamy sir and all the top eminent persons in the world, they are the members of IEEE Etapapuno. So just to explore, these are all the new initiatives taken from IEEE, and mainly focusing on climate action. And the Humanitarian Technology Board is being chaired by Madras section professionals, and I request all the young professionals here, students, when you graduate, you will become a young professional. And there are many funding opportunities available. Project grant is available. Travel grant is available to explore your research opportunities worldwide. So with this, I congratulate the dedicated efforts taken by organizing team. It's a great honor and privilege for me to be part of this wonderful conference, and I am thankful to Honorable Vice Chancellor and organizing team for inviting me to be part of this wonderful gathering. And I would like to highlight one more thing. IEEE having so many new initiatives. IEEE Foundation, IEEE Site, IEEE TV, and any one of the persons here, you can become ambassadors of that globally. So please get connected with us. Collaborator is another important portal which is being used effectively by IEEE volunteers. It's like more than that, it's like in LinkedIn. You can get the mentorship directly from scientists from NASA to professors from MIT, USA, and they will act as a mentor when you are an IEEE member. So Collaborator is another portal. It is being strengthened by IEEE. I request all the members here and enjoy IEEE volunteering, happy volunteering. Thank you so much for inviting me to be part of this wonderful gathering. All the way, thank you.
Thank you, sir, for an illuminating keynote address. Your leadership in IEEE and profound technological insights are truly inspiring. Your vision motivates us to pursue innovation and strive for excellence in all our endeavors. Thank you, sir. Learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. This is an important thing, is not to stop questioning. In this pursuit of knowledge, it is my honor to welcome a distinguished luminary, Dr. R. David Kovil-Pillai, Qualcomm Institute Chair Professor and Head of the Department of Electrical Engineering at IIT Madras, whose relentless questioning and pursuit of excellence have left an inedible mark on the landscape of wireless and cellular technologies. Dr. David Kovil-Pillai, an alumnus of IIT Madras, brings over 3 decades of expertise, and having earned his BTech degree from IIT Madras and furthering his education with MS PhD degrees in electrical engineering from the prestigious California Institute of Technology, USA. Since joining IIT Madras in June 2002, Dr. David Kovil sir has not only shaped young minds but also has played pivotal roles, notably as the co-chair of IITM Special Task Force for establishing the new IIT at Hyderabad from April 2008 to December 2009. His professional journey includes a distinguished tenure at Ericsson USA, culminating in his role as Director of Ericsson's Advanced Technologies and Research Department at RTP, North Carolina in 2000. As a faculty coordinator of IIT MSAT Student Satellite Initiative, he showcases his commitment to nurturing the next generation of engineers and innovators. His technical expertise spans cellular and broadband wireless systems as well as digital signal processing techniques for wireless communication. Recognized globally, Dr. David Kovil sir holds the Qualcomm Institute Chair Professorship, 32 US patents, 10 Canadian patents, 19 WIPO European patents, and 2 Indian patents. His commitment to excellence extends beyond research to teaching, earning him the Srimati Marti Annapurna Gurnath Award for Excellence in Teaching in 2014 and the Best Teacher Award of IIT Madras. Dr. David Kovil has published over 80 articles in reputed journals and conferences. In 1999, he was honored with the Ericsson Inventor of the Year Award, the highest technical recognition within Ericsson. Furthermore, he was elected as a Fellow of Indian National Academy of Engineering in November 2003. In 2017, he received the IITM Alumni Association Award for Distinguished Service, a testament to his outstanding contributions to the Institute. Currently, his research at IIT Madras focuses on cellular evolution, particularly in the realms of 5G and beyond, and DSP for high-speed coherent optical communications. Let us collectively express our admiration and gratitude for the extreme contributions of Dr. David Kovil sir. With utmost respect and anticipation, I invite him to enlighten us with his keynote address.
Slide change. The slide changes is not good. Okay. Good. Okay. Thank you. Respected Vice Chancellor Professor Mohan, conference chairs Professor Sudha and Professor Gunasundari, distinguished invitees, dignitaries, those who are present here and online, colleagues, students, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is indeed an honor for me to be a part of the inaugural function of the IEEE Second International Conference of Advances in Computational Intelligence and Communications, ICACIC 2023. I extend my hearty congratulations to the Vice Chancellor and the organizing team
for addressing this important topic and a very timely topic. Very happy to see a large group of students and faculty colleagues here and online who have a keen interest in the intersection of computational intelligence, which includes artificial intelligence and machine learning and communications. And since I come from a similar background, I'm very excited to see that intersection between communications and computational intelligence. So from the communication side, I'll look at it from a cellular perspective and also from a IoT or cyber physical perspective. So again, this is a very significant topic, and I'm glad to have this opportunity to have this discussion with you. So I begin by sharing a perspective of how cellular is evolving from 5G to 6G, and how machine learning and artificial intelligence are becoming a part of the 6G framework. And therefore, very important for us to discuss this convergence that we are talking, and particularly that will be addressed by this conference. On March 22nd, 2023, the India 6G roadmap was announced by the Honorable Prime Minister. It was a comprehensive document which covers all aspects of 6G, the requirements of 6G, the features of 6G, applications, spectrum, devices, even the financing of 6G technology. This is a document that's available on the Department of Telecom website, and I would encourage those who are interested in the 6G perspective to definitely refer to this document. Let me draw for you a few highlights from this document. This is the Bharat 6G vision. It has a twofold thrust. One is to design, develop and deploy 6G technologies, and also to provide ubiquitous, intelligent and secure connectivity. So these are the driving forces of the Bharat 6G vision. It is not a unique vision, it is something that is being built on the global 6G direction. And what are some of those? You will see the word ultra being attached to every one of these descriptors or key performance indicators, which means that we are pushing the envelopes in terms of performance of wireless. Ultra high speed, ultra low latency, ultra high reliability, ultra low cost, ultra high precision positioning, ultra massive connectivity, but very important, the ultra high intelligence that is going to come as part of 6G. The Bharat 6G vision says that three guiding factors for the 6G work in India will be affordability, sustainability, and ubiquitous availability. Ubiquitous availability requires the application of the aspects of intelligence into the network. So we have two phases, the first phase up to 2025 and the second phase up to 2030, and the goal is to have 6G systems in place by the year 2030. We have now formed a Bharat 6G Alliance, and the goal of this alliance is a group of founding members who have committed themselves to enable India to become a global supplier of intellectual property, products and solutions for 6G. The goal is to also develop affordable and deploy 5G and 6G technologies at the right time, and also to ensure that we are not behind in terms of the global marketplace when it comes to the rollout of 6G technologies somewhere around the year 2030. And we would also be, this is an organization that will participate in the global standards and will also drive the technologies within India. So IIT Madras is one of the founding members, and there are several working groups, and I'm sure as you are interested you can find out more information about that. And this alliance is also signing a memorandum of understanding to drive this technology forward. So let's look at the evolution to 6G, because our goal is to see where does computational intelligence, where does communications, where is it heading, and how is the convergence happening. So let's look at a timeline which is very useful for us. This is the evolution of how the 5G will evolve and how it will eventually reach to 6G. December 2023, even as we speak, there is a version of the 5G standard that has been released for deployment. It is called Release 18. And this contains not only 5G, the original deployment of 5G, but also 5G advanced specification. So probably a little difficult for you to read on the screen, but I will leave this slide so you can take a look at what are some of the aspects of 5G advanced. Then comes the start of release 19 activities, where we will be talking about the 6G requirements. So 6G is expected to start this coming year, 2024, and eventually be completed by 2030, and then be deployed in that time frame. What are some of the key elements of 6G? If you take a closer look at this slide, you will find AI and ML are key elements. Extended reality and other data and computation intensive applications are going to be a thrust as we move to the 6G. So before we talk about appreciate fully the aspects of 6G, let me give you a framework where this computational intelligence and communications are evolving from. So let's start with the aspects of 5G first. What are the three main thrusts of 5G? The three main thrusts of 5G were enhanced mobile broadband, which in other words was high user data rates. Data rates up to 100 megabits per second. Peak data rates within a cell up to 10 gigabits per second. This in addition to high mobility. That was one dimension that we were pushing in 5G. The second dimension, which was ultra reliable low latency communications. Latency less than 1 millisecond on the air interface. And also recognizing that this sort of latency and reliability, the 6 nines reliability, 99.9999 reliability are very important for the ultra reliable communications. And this is important for robotic control, manufacturing, autonomous driving. So that is the second aspect. And the third one is the whole idea of sensors. Sensors that will collect the information, which becomes the intelligence that the network operates on. So machine-to-machine communications, which will be deployment of large number of nodes of densities up to 1 million nodes per square kilometer and long battery life, up to 10 years. So these are the three dimensions: high speed, ultra reliability, and massive connectivity. How was it achieved? Achieved using the orthogonal frequency division multiplexing modulation. High speeds up to 10 gigabits per second. We were also starting to move higher in frequencies. As you know, 5G, 4G systems were deployed primarily below 3 gigahertz. Now we were moving above 3 gigahertz to 5 gigahertz, 6 gigahertz, and even up to 28, 38, and even 60 gigahertz. So these are what we call as the millimeter waves. And with these millimeter waves, your wavelength becomes smaller, so therefore your antennas become smaller, and therefore you are able to put large antenna arrays. So in the context of 5G, we're talking about 128 antennas at the base station. So which means a large array of antennas. So this gives us unique abilities to push the envelope of communications. The sensors will collect the information, and then you build in the intelligence that will operate on this, on the information that we have. So a way to visualize how cellular systems are evolving is how they have changed from 4G to 5G. So you can look at the various axes. One is mobility, other one is spectral efficiency, and the peak data rates. So the light green was 4G. The dark green was 5G. So basically, you're starting to push the envelope outwards, which means that you're trying to push the efficiency of the system, and you're trying to do better on every one of the key performance indicators. So with this as the aspect, then let's look at some of the use cases that have been identified for 5G. Rich multimedia content, that is what you will receive on your mobile, and what you will generate. Maybe you will take a video of the, for instance, the flooding, and upload it. So basically there is rich multimedia content going in a bidirectional method. The immersive applications such as augmented reality and virtual reality. Cloud computing, where the data goes back and forth between the end nodes and the cloud, and the communications is provided by the wireless network. And applications such as intelligent transportation. So these are just this sort of give us a glimpse of what is happening in the world of 5G, and therefore how we can work with that. How is all this information being generated? It is by the Internet of Things, or the cyber physical systems. So this is the dimension by which we have a large number of sensors which are collecting the information and then passing it back into the network. What are some of the areas where we are seeing the applications here? We're seeing applications in smart agriculture, healthcare, factories, smart buildings, smart homes, smart city. This is rapidly becoming a way of life, whether we recognize it or not. What these IoT systems are doing is using these large number of sensors are giving us connectivity everywhere we go. It is reliable communications, there is scalability, and also this is the way by which the information is going back and forth in the cellular network. So what we find is that the aspects of communications are very important. A lot of data is being collected, and this is where what is giving us the ability to apply the aspects of computational intelligence. So the second generation systems, back in 1990, the tagline was anyone, anytime, anywhere connectivity. So basically, wherever you are, whenever you want it, you can connect yourself. Now, as we look forward to 5G, let's look at 4G first. The 4G one said everyone, anyone become everyone, anywhere became everywhere, and always connected. Not just when you want it, you're always connected. Now, what is the difference with 5G? That comes in with the sensors that have come into the communications network. So everyone, everywhere, everything, every device is now connected, and it is always connected. So basically, this is the environment in which we are collecting the information, communicating the information, and then starting to apply the intelligence on that. So another way of looking at how these systems will evolve to 6G. So the three applications that I mentioned, enhanced mobile broadband, ultra-reliable communications, and massive machine-type communications, in 5G Advanced, they were expanded. So the light blue triangle expanded the performance capabilities. And then when we moved to 6G, we saw that we were now introducing new and enhanced features. What were some of those features? Immersive communications, artificial intelligence and machine learning, ultra-high precision positioning, and all of these are going to require not only data but also intelligence to be applied. And so we see the convergence of these two elements. So this is a figure, again, you will have to look at it close by because on the screen probably not as visible, but the figure on the left, if you look at it, that's what we took from the previous graph. The inner triangle is a 5G system. As it expanded out, we have come out to seeing more aspects of capabilities that the 6G systems will provide. One of the key elements will be the integration of artificial intelligence in all aspects of the communication. It will be ubiquitous intelligence wherever you go in the network. Whether it is the handset, the base station, the core network, the radio access network, wherever it is, there is going to be the presence of intelligence. What about the figure on the right? The lower half, where the light green, are the capabilities of the 5G network which have been enhanced. As you look at the blue portion of it, those are the ones that are new, that are being introduced into that. And that is where computational intelligence is being brought in, and one of the applications which is known as integrated sensing and communications. A very interesting application, we'll talk about it a little bit more in the coming slide. And also positioning, where today we can position to the order of tens of meters, but combining data that is available through the sensors and artificial intelligence, we can go down to centimeter level accuracy of positioning. So again, exciting times ahead, and definitely something that we want to look at what the computational intelligence can bring into the whole aspects of communication. So since this focus of this conference is on computational intelligence, I thought let me focus in on the aspects of artificial intelligence and how they will affect the 6G network. So the main aspect that I would like to focus on is the radio access network. So start from the bottom of the figure, the dark blue square. This is where this is called the physical layer. This is the one that communicates the information between two nodes. And how will artificial intelligence and machine learning be applied in this layer? We saw that massive number of antennas called massive MIMO will now be possible. So therefore, we will do beamforming, large number of narrow beams. Where will artificial intelligence come to play a role? It will come to play a role in understanding how the channel should be estimated, how the feedback of the channel state information, which has to be done for all these MIMO systems, how will this compression take place? That will be using artificial intelligence. and how to manage the beam, how to reach the user with these narrow beams, how to understand positioning. So we see that AI and ML will play a huge role in the physical layer. As we move up to the higher layers, we find that it's going to play even role in those places. How will you handle mobility? How will you do load balancing between different base stations? How can you drive towards network energy savings? All of these will derive from data, sensors collecting data, and also the artificial intelligence or the machine learning components of it. We find that the machine learning and computational intelligence will also have a big role to play in the whole area of the radio access network automation. So I would like to sort of take a pause to say that this is a topic that we should be focusing on. 6G discussions have started. We see that the enhancements of the communications technologies is taking place. IoT is providing for us large number of sensors and data, and then on that we're building a lot of intelligence for the first time, probably introducing it into the network and for a significant amount of benefit. There are some interesting problems to be solved when we talk about machine learning and artificial intelligence. Let me just mention very briefly what some of those what the challenges are. Now, you have a base station, you have a handset. Both of them are able to apply the aspects of machine learning or artificial intelligence. Now, somehow they must share information about the AI model that each one is doing. How will that happen? So there are three frameworks that are proposed. The first framework is a cooperative framework. The mobile does some part of the optimization, the network does that, and then they share information. So basically a shared common model which they have developed with independent parts of their own. The second model is when the network says, no, I have the computing power, so I will do the model development, and then I will transfer it over to the mobile, and therefore all of the intelligence has been applied at the network side, but the mobile, once it has the AI, the machine learning neural network, can apply the same tools and get the benefits from that. And third is what is called federated learning, where you have a cooperation between the network and a large number of devices, not just one device, basically multiple devices which are providing the training of the model. So each of these will give us unique challenges, also give us unique benefits in terms of the trade-off between performance and how we can apply them in the network. I would like to focus on what I believe are two key applications where we are seeing the convergence of computational intelligence and the aspects of communication. The first one is what we call a digital twin. A digital twin is under the umbrella of the cyber-physical systems. You have a physical system and you have a digital replica of the physical world. The physical system has got a large number of sensors, so you take a lot of information, you feed it to the digital twin. The digital twin mimics what is happening in the physical world. So for example, you want to know what a perturbation in the physical system will do. You don't need to perturb the physical system, you can perturb the digital twin and it will tell you exactly what the physical system will do. And if you want to control the physical system, then you can ask the digital twin to give you the correct triggers so that the physical system behaves in a certain way. So again, a very fascinating future where there's going to be a lot of communication going back and forth between the physical system and the digital system, the digital twin, and in artificial intelligence residing such that we can then enhance the performance of physical systems in a way that we could not do previously. So again, the applications of digital twins are tremendous. They can be applied in transportation, automation of factories, even in health, they're talking about digital twins. So again, very interesting elements are ahead of us. The second application that I would like to present to you is what we are considering from a communications perspective, a paradigm shift. Today, if I want to get a visualization of what is the radio frequency environment, I have to use a radar. And if I want to communicate, I use communications techniques to communicate between two users. The frequencies that we are operating in the future, 28 gigahertz, 60 gigahertz, these are frequencies that radars use. So what these systems are going to tell us is that the same signal that I transmit, my signal, communication signal to you, can also give me sensing information about your position, your Doppler, how you are moving. So basically, sensing your environment along with communications now is no longer two independent systems, but they're going to come as a single united system. Lot of intelligence, because you have a lot of information, but how do you interpret it in terms of the user's position, mobility? That is intelligence. A lot of information flowing back and forth, that is the communications aspect. So these two systems, the aspects of digital twins and integrated sensing and communications, I believe will play very important roles for us in the future. So what is the tagline for 6G? We said that the tagline for 5G was everyone, everywhere, everything, always connected. So the tagline for 6G is a departure. It says take everything that 5G will offer you and then add to it ubiquitous connectivity and intelligence. Everywhere you go, you are connected with the devices and with the environment, and the network has a lot of intelligence, native intelligence built into it. So this is what this conference is talking about, the whole aspect of computational intelligence and of communications, and that convergence will happen in 6G. So where do you go to find information? And there's a lot of interesting things happening. So one source of information within the country, which is an organization that has been set up precisely to share information on 5G and 6G, is the Center of Excellence in Wireless Technology. It is a division under the Ministry of Electronics and IT, MeitY, and it is funded by the government located at IIT Madras. And the goal of this organization is to participate as the Indian representative in global standards, so which means they also bring back information. So any question on pertaining to 5G or 6G information can be obtained here. A very good point of contact if you need information. So this is a comprehensive picture that I have given to you in terms of computational intelligence and also communications and how they will converge in the context of 6G. That is a technical perspective. But since I'm speaking to a lot of younger audience, I thought I would take the liberty of sharing a little bit more of a personal aspect also to motivate you to continue in this aspect of research. So look at it as a way by which we can make this vision of computational intelligence and communications a success. And for that, I would like to draw upon some of the recent events of which all of us have been very proud. The first one is the story of Chandrayaan. As an engineer looking back on 2023, one of the highlights of which every Indian is proud of is the success of Chandrayaan 3 mission. Chandrayaan, which in Sanskrit is a combination of two words, Chandra, moon, Yana, vehicle, is part of the lunar exploration program of ISRO. And this program has three components: the lunar orbiter, the one that goes around the lunar orbit, and then the lunar lander, which is called Vikram, and Pragyan, the lunar rover craft. And we saw pictures, we've seen lots of pictures of these, of all three of them. Chandrayaan 3 is the third of Chandrayaan missions, and 23rd August 2023 is a red letter day in Indian history when Chandrayaan 3 landed on the moon, making India the first nation to successfully soft land a spacecraft in the lunar South Pole region. Why am I saying this as an illustration? What is the lesson that we can take away from here? Stay with me. The Chandrayaan journey began in the year 2000, almost 23 years earlier, with a far-sighted vision of leaders like President Abdul Kalam, who saw the multi-dimensional benefits of the growth of science, technology, and engineering within the country. At that time, some people asked, can India afford such an expensive space program? The then chairman of ISRO gave a very fitting reply. It is not whether India can afford it, it is whether India can afford to ignore it. And today, 23 years later, ISRO and the Chandrayaan mission stand as a testament to India's immense capabilities and proud achievements as a nation. It underscores the importance of long-term vision. So when we talk about making India a global player in the 6G area, in the area at the intersection of computational intelligence and communications, I believe the first pillar for this success will be a long-term vision. It may not happen immediately, but we should start the process and work with it as we move forward. Another lesson from the Chandrayaan mission. Chandrayaan 2 was to have a lunar lander exactly like Vikram, and it was supposed to be designed by international collaboration to make a soft landing on the moon. However, due to unforeseen circumstances, India had to develop the lander completely indigenously. After nearly 5 years of intensive effort, of testing and of trying out each of the subsystems, Chandrayaan 2 was launched in 2019. Everything went as per plan until the lander was just 2.1 kilometers away from the surface of the moon. It was then traveling at very high velocity, and the thrusters, reverse boosters, should have slowed it down, but to the heartache of every Indian, we saw that the lander actually crashed. And then everybody said, well, Chandrayaan 2 is a failure. But as an engineer who has followed it very closely, I would say by no means was Chandrayaan 2 a failure, by no means. All subsystems worked except the one that the final slowing down of the lander. And even that crash actually taught us how to build the lander more accurately the next time. So that is the foundation on which we built Chandrayaan 3, and that is what successfully landed. So we realized that failures can also be valuable teaching lessons. And we must persevere towards success. Edison said, failures are merely stepping stones to success. So if we want to make the failures into success, the way Chandrayaan mission did, because 4 years after 2019, on August 23rd, 2023, Chandrayaan 3, as the whole world, this time not only India was watching, the whole world was watching with bated breath, successfully landed on the moon and sent a glorious message. It said, I reached my destination and you too. And I believe this is what makes success. Resilience and perseverance. So if we want to make India a successful player in 6G, I believe that the second pillar is going to be that of perseverance. And my last one is about a person whom many of you may not know because he was from an earlier time period. But this is about a scientist of whom we are all very proud of. His name was Dr. G.N. Ramachandran. He was a student of Dr. C.V. Raman, the famous physicist, and he was somebody who did his PhD at Institute of Science and also partly at the University of Madras, and then went on to do postdoctoral research at the Cavendish Lab in Cambridge, a very famous lab. He started to work on what is called biological structures. Now, it was around the year 1952 when the University of Madras, right here in Chennai, wanted to set up a department of biological physics. The Vice Chancellor at that point wrote to Sir C.V. Raman and said, sir, we want you to come and set up this department. Sir C.V. Raman wrote back saying that for personal reasons he is not able to come, but he will send somebody who is better than him. That was Dr. G.N. Ramachandran. G.N. Ramachandran started working on biological structures. He had limited computational tools available to him. So therefore, he created something called the Ramachandran plot, which helped him calculate many of the parameters which were very difficult to compute without the help of a computer. But he could do it because of this plot, he could do it by hand. He started to understand the structure of peptides. And he was the very first person to propose a triple helical structure for collagen, which eventually became the triple helical structure that we know for DNA today. He needed X-ray crystallography machine for his research. He could not afford it, it was not available. So he built his own X-ray crystallography machine. And now you may wonder, what can you do with a few plots and a machine that you have built on your own? But Dr. Ramachandran's work was so well recognized that when he organized a conference on biopolymers, it was called the Madras Conference because the conference was being held in the city of Chennai. The leading researchers in the world, including Linus Pauling, Crick and Watson, those people who were also working on the structure of the DNA actually came here to find out what Ramachandran was doing. So in his lifetime, Dr. Ramachandran made major contributions to biology and physics. His work on protein structures, they say, deserves not one Nobel Prize, but 2 Nobel Prizes for biology and for physics. But he passed away and Nobel Prizes are not given posthumously. However, he left us with an invaluable lesson of self-confidence, that you can do in this country, with the limitations of resources, you can do world-class research. And that, I believe, is the 3rd pillar which he gave us, which is self-confidence. So the 3 pillars which I believe will enable us to move forward as a nation and make an impact in 6G will be vision, perseverance, and self-confidence. So to conclude my presentation, I take you to the hills of Darjeeling. There in the magnificent view of Mount Kanchenjunga is the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute. It was started in the year 1954 by Pandit Nehru. The motto of the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute is, may you climb from peak to peak. Never rest on your laurels. Never stay static. Keep moving, keep climbing, always keep climbing higher. And as we gather together on this auspicious occasion to inaugurate this conference, my collective wish, our collective wish is that may India climb from peak to peak in the context of communications, the context of computational intelligence, artificial intelligence, machine learning, whatever the field may be, whatever field you are in, climb, keep climbing, and may you climb from peak to peak. And that will be the hallmark of India as a successful nation. So to conclude, we have talked today about 5G migrating to 6G, how the elements of computational intelligence are coming in, communications capabilities are being extended, and we are starting to see how these 2 technologies will converge to give us new elements that we did not have today. For example, the digital twin and the cyber-physical systems. Significant R&D is required as we look into the advances in 5G and into 6G. And some of these topics are being addressed at this conference. So this is an exciting time to be talking about the convergence of computational intelligence and communications. We've also seen the 3 pillars of success: vision, perseverance, and self-confidence. And with that, may I wish each of the participants, both in person and online, a very successful conference and a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for an enlightening keynote address that has expanded our horizons in 5G, 6G, and Chandrayaan missions. Your wealth of experience and insights are invaluable, inspiring us to venture in the frontiers of innovation. You have strongly seeded us the vision and the perseverance and self-confidence within all of us here. We'll try to follow the 3 pillars in all our future endeavors. We extend our deepest gratitude for sharing your expertise and vision with us today. Thank you very much, sir. In the spirit of celebrating innovation and excellence, I am reminded of Steve Jobs' words: innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Today, we have the privilege of welcoming a true innovator and distinguished leader in technology and education, Dr. Gunavan Vidyaksonu. With a career spanning over 29 years, Dr. Gunavan Vidyaksonu is a passionate leader, engineering professional, and meticulous educator. As the Rector of Cyber University, Vice Rector of PRI Institute, and Director of Photonics and Microenergy Research at MIMOS, Malaysia, he exemplifies leadership in driving global digital transformation. Dr. Gunavan holds a PhD in Electrical and Computer Engineering from University of Wisconsin, USA, and holds a Master's and Bachelor's degree in Electrical Engineering from Michigan Tech University. His expertise encompasses a wide array of domains from IoT, information security, and fiber optic telecommunication to nanophotonics, renewable energy, and digital banking. With over 80 scientific papers and 30 patents, Dr. Vidyaksonu has made significant contributions to optical sensors, information security systems, laser technology, and renewable energy. His influence has been pivotal in implementing digital transformation across sectors. Beyond technical prowess, Dr. Wijaksanu is a motivator, team player, a lifelong learner, setting a benchmark for excellence in high-pressure environments. His professional affiliations as Fellow of Institution of Electronics and Telecommunication Engineers, Senior Professional Engineer, a Fellow of Optical Society of India, Senior Member of IEEE, Certified Information System Auditor, Life Member of both Indian Science Congress Association and Indian Society for Technical Education, reflect his commitment towards high standards of professionalism. Dr. Wijaksanu impact goes beyond the projects secured worth 13.8 million Malaysian ringgits, measured in lives touched, knowledge shared, and future shaped. Today, we are honored to have him with us, and invite him to join me in extending a warm honorary welcome to this distinguished individual. Dr. Wijaksanu, I invite you to deliver the speech.
To the destination actually the room with as many options right now. Just like today, I can actually be a speaker on the conference in India. So the same thing goes to our lecturers. They can be a visiting lecturers by doing online teaching. And the same thing, I invite all of you, you want to be a visiting lecturers, visiting professors in our university without actually traveling to Jakarta because of some of the reason. If you can come, then it's great. If you cannot come, then it's okay. So we can actually do that collaboration. The same thing with our students. Students can come and visit and learning online with our courses, and the same thing goes with our students. So we can create those collaboration opportunities together. So these are some of the areas that we are working on. It's just the main areas. Or detail actually many things. Just now, Dr. Gunasundari nicely introduced some of our work that we have to doing. The first main area is actually working on the graphene for optical communications. This is where we actually looking for the new materials for the optical devices. Graphene has been known on the application of electronics and have a very superb characteristic on the mechanicals. And now we're actually looking at a possibility that graphene also can be manipulated, can be actually engineered to be one of the super material for photonics. So this is the one that we're working on right now. What we have done is looking into application as the light source, which is lasers and LED. As you know, that the LEDs now become very big market. Has been used for many applications, and this is an opportunity actually to explore. One thing that is good on graphene that we can actually engineer the band gap. So by tuning the band gap, we'll be able to create whatever like the wave source that you want or what wavelength that you want to create. The other thing that we are working on is actually on the plasmonic antennas. Still using the graphene, we are using we fabricate and we do some arrangement by chemically or by fabrications, then become be a very effective antennas. You can imagine that all the antennas that before is very big size, which is very efficient in terms of power consumption, in terms of bandwidth usage. When we move into like 5Gs, just now Dr. David talking about 6Gs, we have to get an antenna that can perform as a high speed, high bandwidth, more effective in terms of power consumption, but also very robust to any environments. And graphene is being one of them that we're actually working on it to do that. We call it the plasmonic antennas. The other thing that if the time actually permit, I'm going to talk about the work on the quantum mechanics. Actually, what we use, we're talking about quantum computers these days, and some vendors actually already trying to sell the quantum computers. But you see the development of quantum computers has been actually picking up right now. It has been actually quite very well known about 10 years ago and slowed down a little bit. Now this time is picking up again. So people looking not only because of the quantum computer is very secure. If we look into the theory of quantum mechanics, that all the encryption that we have right now, even though it's the strongest one, can be solved actually within minutes, with short theorem. So this is the way that people actually look into it, that how we actually can secure the encryption algorithm, using the photonic devices. Why it's very important? Because of course, all the safety of the countries, the safety of the people, all those things, even the prosperity of the countries is really depend on the security. If you cannot maintain security, then we don't talk about successful of the economy, of the technology, and of the peoples. So this is the reason why the security actually play into a big role, in many of the research that people have done right now. So besides what we focus on right now is more into the quantum encryption and quantum networks. Again, the quantum encryption, one of the keys, in terms of make sure that everything is safe for the application of all sectors, in financial sectors, in oil and gas, in the health, and other things. It's very important actually we really service looking at it. So we are working on that one as well. And if we part-time permit with us, we can share one of the device that we come up with. And we continue working on the quantum networks, basically how we can transfer the data, we transfer right now we're trying to transfer the keys safely across the places. Using both wired and unwired media. And the third one that I'm going to share today is on the machine learning for detection and localization. Why this is really a thing that I want to present. Many topics that I would like to share, but the time limit that given to me is 20 minutes, so I might not be able to present all of them. I present something that's actually more into what people what more people need right now. One of the problems now in our country is actually digital divide, which areas, many areas actually not connected to the operators, And we're talking about digital transformation. We're talking about digital technology and all kind of the nice thing about digitals. But if the issue is the people that doesn't have access to the internet, how we actually can utilize those nice technology. So we look into that one because a lot of areas in Indonesia right now, we call it outside and still poor. The same thing, they are remote from big cities. So the connectivity is the problem. So with that, then we develop actually so-called Aurora one, that is a long distance, low power communications, and hopefully they can resolve the digital divide. The same thing, we actually can develop more technology on the top of that one. What we're looking for actually asset tracking, development of the smart city and other things. So this hopefully I will not be taking so much of your time to share on this one, and because then we can continue in the future in terms of communication through email and other things for collaborations. The thing that we want to improve actually the accurate detection using a neural network. So a location detection that we are looking for right now is this is from the definition from ChatGPT. that location detection or localization is actually looking into the accurate and specific information about the object, phenomenon, event, and when we actually can explore or can have the detail on the observations, conduct analysis, draw meaningful conclusion. But our issue is not about how to understand, the observations, but how we can build the connectivity, that one first, and how we actually can really to zoom in. We're not talking about the area like the big cities when all the infrastructure is available. We're talking about the areas that is far from all the infrastructures, and how we can build something that is cost effective, but then can serve the purpose that we want to have. So what we do actually, two things that we are working on with lecturers and students, trying to localize or do localization indoor when we have all the issue of all the blocking signals, and the localization in terms of the outside. Outside mean I consider is remote areas. How we actually can detect the nice location, because by knowing the exact location, we can explore everything. All the potential of that place can be explored. When we know exactly the location. So this is our objective on this one. Without going into detail, one of the technology that we work on this one is called LoRaWAN, which is a long distance, the long range wide area network, but also it's actually low power, so long range, low power wide area network. We look into other technology that we use in terms of localizations, LoRaWAN, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and other things. So if we actually want to compare which one is give a cost-effective, energy efficiency, reception range, localization accuracy, and scalability, LoRaWAN actually offer a very good option for us. This is why we actually look into that and build technology on the top of that. So all the theory that we use to be able to use LoRaWAN to detect the location is looking into RSSI, which is a signal strength, and also looking into TDOA, which is time difference on arrivals, TOA, time of arrival, and the angle of arrival. So based on this one, this is what normally we do in terms of detecting location by trilations, multilations, triangulations, so those things we find. But the problem with the current devices, with Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and other things, actually, it really consumes a lot of powers. When we're talking about the remote area, we're talking about area that far from the electricity, far from the infrastructures. We want to utilize the energy as effective as possible. Also, utilize the performance of Wi-Fi as good as possible. So for that, we want to solve the issue on these areas. We're combining all the technology, all the theory behind RSA, RSI, TDOA, and TDA, and so on. And we want to make sure that we really can zoom into the areas. Talking about the technology that we use, for example, satellite with GPS and so on. We have issue on terms of course, it costs a lot to have satellite. We're talking about remote areas and so on. Sometimes it's not really the option. If we use the devices that currently people normally use, a lot of issue in terms of synchronizations. We're talking about 1 microsecond loss or miss in synchronization actually could mean error up to 300 meters. So even a few microseconds. So we want to look into that one and how we can actually zoom in into maybe less than 1 microsecond, miss of synchronization. So to do that, this is theory behind it. I can just keep quickly fine-grain RSS and fine-grain time field planes that we do, and later combine it with differential TDOA. Then we look into those things doing hybrid, in terms of the technology, and plus the analysis using the KNN, the neural network, and to be able to actually process the signals in such a way that we actually can get as a good accuracy with cost-effective equipments, and which again the areas of the remote can be used this technology without actually depend on the government even of company, because it's cost a lot. So this is the technology that we actually looking into it. So this is the term of the setup that we try to use. The keys actually is over here. When we have this LoRaWAN setup, it connected to all things that you want to connect. You could connect to all devices, but actually routers or gateway. It's connect to as simple as our processing signals here, and to be able to actually do the processing. And then all the signal that we receive here, in terms of the signal strength, in terms of the errors of or the delay of the signals, we process that one to a neural network. So one of the things that we're working on in our campus, for example, we locate the location with all the building actually blocked into it. We actually purposely do the experiment in terms of line of sight and in terms of some blocking building to that. So this is the preliminary result to make sure that we actually can calibrate our equipments. Then we actually collecting some of the measurement that we have. Using the 14 point that we collect, and this is looking into the latitude and longitude. So we place the gateway, on the top of our lab, which is about 74 meters above sea level. It's not 74 meters above the ground, because the ground is already a few 10 meters above the sea level. But we want to measure that standard benchmarking, which is the sea level that we do. So it's about 74 meters above the sea level. We choose different areas in terms of the longitude and the latitude. And the height of the receiver is varied, because we cannot really maintain, or we make sure that all the height is the same. We just follow the contour that we have on the test bed that we have. But we do 14 random locations, and the distance to the gateway is as close as 17 meters as far as 1,330 meters. So we then measure the RSSI, and this is that we receive, NSI, and we plot it without any going to detail the result, because more into like the analysis that we do. So this is the RSI plot, and we also do the SNR, signal to noise ratio. One thing that we observe here that some of the locations is very bad SNR, they are negative value. This is due to this area actually we purposely putting the receiver on the back side of the building. By normal theory, actually you will not get any signal, you will not be able to detect the locations. But using the LoRaWAN, we want to process the neural network, so we can predict how far it is that low signal in terms of location wise. So we have these 14 measurements. Again, this is the lowest value that actually signal that is being blocked by 4-story building. And what happened over here? So we actually take the average of the SNR and also send the average of RSSI, and the value that is consistent here, which is 600 meters away from the gateway. It's where it's actually again the blocking building is. So with that, then we do the analysis and do the calculation into the actual location and predicted location into longitude and latitude, and with this one then we can calculate the distance error. So the average on distance error is about 171.59 meters. In terms of the one I showed you before with the high technology satellite and other things, or GPS for example, with 1 microsecond synchronization loss, you miss by 300 meters. This is much less than 300 meters with much cheaper devices of the modern. So where actually we can use for other applications. And again, Dr. David mentioned about application used in the outer space. We want to explore what's other option that we have, not just satellite, but other things that we actually can build, can understand, and can be used. And one of the technology that we are going to use is actually LoRaWAN over here. And with this one, what we have, this is as a result, the errors, mean errors about 172 meters. The best result that we have actually is about missed by our error about 36 meters. And the worst distance is actually the 75-34. Of course, this related to the area that is being blocked by the building. Before we cannot actually locate at all, that area. But now we get that error. And I think with more into working on the machine learning and the neural network, we should be able to improve the result, in the futures. Okay, some of the limitations on this technology. Of course, the environment condition affecting the results, and obstacles, interference, also play a result on the errors. And also the complexity on the environment situation could affect the result. But those things actually can be solved using a neural network. Using machine learning and be able to understand the patterns, we actually can solve this one, because this is something that the equipment can learn and can solve. So this limitation actually open up area of the research for other students doing PhD. So in these measurements, we actually conclude that using LoRaWAN, we are able to detect the location with certain accuracy. With setup is very simple, and the equipment cost also very cost effective. We work on the algorithm that we do. That's actually more of the work that we have to do on that one. So this about the localization. I still have maybe another few minutes, if I may, over here. Okay. I want to share also is about our works on the quantum photonics. This is the area that, again, is open up to the collaboration. Basically, using the encryption, using quantum encryption, we can use that as a seed to be able to improve our encryption model on that one. So if you use into the theory of the quantum mechanics, one-time pack means that the most secure method, ideally, we only use one piece at one time. After that, we don't use at all. There is no recycle and so on. This is a theory that actually been proposed and is proven by some calculation there. But what we do here, actually, we're creating so-called quantum random number generators, which is creating a true random. We're not talking about pseudo-random, creating by some other seed, RSA, all the method that people usually use. With quantum encryption, based on the quantum theory, this is actually we fabricate the QRNG, the random number generator. We can really create 50%, 50 to 50, just like Einstein said, even though he doesn't like it, life, it's about flipping the coin. But actually, the randomness actually can create so many applications. Not only the quantum encryption, but also some other theory here. You can see on the right and the left side what is pseudo-random, what was the QRNG can actually do. So we can use many things for modeling, for statistic calculations, for gaming, and of course the most important for encryption. So we did this first, and we created a lot of many things that actually we can use. And again, that's why we invite a collaboration if you're actually interested in using this random number generation. So what we do actually, we're building so-called a QKD, is called the key distribution, based on the opticals components, and only few countries can actually do this. And because again, require a deep knowledge on the quantum theory and also some funding, of course. So we do this on the QKD, and this equipment setup that initially we built before we actually building in a box. And then we perform this in terms of quantum networks and looking in the distance up to 20 kilometers, up to 10 kilometers, and one of them we actually line of sight. Line of sight means that you can hear or see over here. There's no cable. We actually shoot the laser and we put the receiver on this one. So with this one, we also can create the quantum network, not only using the fiber optic, but also unwired or wireless optics over here. So with this, we do some testing on the keys. This is mostly for quantum encryption, when we actually sending the keys, to be used as a seeding for the encryption, and we make sure that this theory actually is the safe technology as far right now. So people can use this for many applications, the government, military, and other things, maybe for financials to do on this one. This is the QLNG, a size about 5 cm by 5 cm, and this is the box for the QKD is about a server box, and this is the network that we can create actually on this one. A lot of things that we can do, a lot of area that we actually can work together. Again, thank you very much for the invitation for this conference. You guys, please feel free to contact me, and I say have a nice conference for the rest of the day, maybe until a few days, and nice knowing to you, and hopefully we can create some communication again in future. This is a reference. Thank you very much, and I give time back to the MC. Thank you.
மெசேஜ் போடுங்க மேடம். தேங்க் யூ. மெசேஜ் போடு. மெசேஜ் சாட்ல போட்டுருப்பா. தேங்க் யூ சார். மேடம் உங்க நேம் போட்டு
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. There's some network issues here. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Madam, MOU.
இது MOU சொல்றாரு.
Madam, sir told no to MOU.
Sir, we'll connect with you shortly regarding the MOU. Our Vice Chancellor will talk with you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Madam. Sir, please give vote of thanks. Vote of thanks. Hand mic irukka, hand mic irukka. Just to talk and Paul invite you.
Today we have with us Mr. Naveen Kumar Pondu, Chair at PTU IEEE, who is an integral part of the IEEE. His active engagement and dedication to IEEE initiatives have been truly instrumental in driving progress and fostering innovation within the organization. Now, I request him to deliver the word words.
Respected attendees, I extend a sincere appreciation to each of you for gracing us with your presence and invaluable contributions to this event. Today's success is a testament to the collaboration and dedication of every individual involved. A heartfelt thank you to our esteemed Vice Chancellor, H. Mohan sir, for his unwavering guidance and vision in shaping the path for this event's success. First and foremost, our heartfelt gratitude goes to our distinguished guest of honor, S. Shenmugave, Director at NEC, Kovilpatti, Tamil Nadu, former Registrar, Anna University, Chennai, for placing this event with their esteemed presence and infusing it with prestige and significance. Your support and involvement have been invaluable and setting a remarkable tone for this gathering. Additionally, we extend our deepest appreciation to our esteemed keynote speaker, Dr. R. David Kovilpille sir, Qualcomm Institute Chair Professor and Head Department of Electrical Engineering, IIT Madras. And Dr. Kurkunan sir, Chairman, IEEE Madras Section, Principal, Sri Sairam Engineering College, Tamil Nadu. And Dr. Gunavan Vidyachunu, Rector, Cyber University, Universitas Cyber Indonesia, whose invaluable insights and expertise have illuminated this event, inspiring us with their knowledge and wisdom. Your contributions have been instrumental in shaping the success of this occasion, leaving an indelible mark on all of us present here today. Thank you for enriching our event with your remarkable presence and invaluable contributions. We extend our sincerest gratitude to our esteemed director, Dr. K. Vivekanandan sir, for their exemplary leadership and dedication instrumental in steering this event towards triumphant success. Allow me to extend our sincerest appreciation to our distinguished speakers, Dr. S. Radha and Dr. Inamaran Jaimani, for accepting to give their enlightening plenary talks on this occasion. We extend our heartfelt thanks to all our esteemed session chairs, technical program committee members and reviewers for accepting this crucial responsibility with enthusiasm and dedication. We express our appreciation to all the distinguished guests, including the deans, directors, heads of the departments and faculty members of PTU, gracing this occasion with your presence, expertise and invaluable contributions to the academic community. Your commitment to education and unwavering support are truly commendable, and we are honored to have you here today. Special thanks to HOD ECE, faculty and staff of the ECE department, along with all the IEEE members and IEEE Madras section for their unwavering support, which has been instrumental in making this event a triumph. We extend our gratitude to the authors whose research and contributions have formed the cornerstone of this conference. Your dedication to advancing knowledge is truly commendable. The web administrator, K. Sundaraj sir, auditorium in charge, Kalai Selvan sir, electrical wing in charge, Arunachalam sir, and internet facility in charge, Lakshmi Pandyan sir, technical assistants, Krishnamurthy sir and Karnakaran sir, press and media representatives deserve our thanks for their invaluable contributions in making this event seamless and well documented. To the research scholars at PTU, your commitment to academic rigor and exploration to our new frontiers in knowledge is highly appreciated. We extend our appreciation to student branch office bearers, coordinators, and IEEE members whose enthusiasm and dedication have added vibrancy to this event. Finally, I extend my gratitude to each of you for your unwavering support, dedication, and participation. Together, we have made this event a memorable and enriching experience. Thank you all for being an integral part of this remarkable journey towards academic excellence and knowledge dissemination. Thank you.
அங்க முடியாதா 10 seconds 15 seconds
Thank you for your invaluable presence. Especially with you. Thank you for your invaluable presence. Invaluable presence. The wonderful session.
After that, I resigned and I saw
The session will resume after
because I also wanted money, but funds doesn't support.